Quick disclaimer, the comments made in this podcast are not meant to be hurtful or insulting to the authors of the highlighted fanfiction. Any seemingly degrading comments are made in jest and are not meant to be taken seriously. Similarly, anything read as part of the fanfictions do not represent the values of the hosts.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Pick-a-Fic! My name is Jason, and with me is my brother, Micah.
Hello!
So today we have an interesting one in this fanfiction podcast. It is my first YouTuber fanfiction.
Huh?
This is normally... I'm turning you down. You keep... What was I saying?
Red Robin.
Normally,
We're talking about
what?
Red Robin.
No.
Yes, we're talking about Red Robin. Jason, how good is Red Robin? It's a good one, isn't it?
You are
It's
normally the one.
It's such a good restaurant. Isn't
Okay,
it?
next time I'm not gonna let you do the intro either.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep talking.
That
And
is,
keep blabbing.
that is exactly what I wanted. This is the chaos I wanted.
You are normally the one that introduces or that brings the YouTube / internet related fanfictions to this podcast,
Yes.
this fanfiction podcast.
Very true.
But I have one.
All right.
I have one today that I am literally dumbfounded that you did not already present.
Maybe I have it saved. Who knows?
But you still should have done it by now.
Good.
Like,
this is what I wanted. All
so
right.
I want you to click on the email
All right.
and explain to the audience what we're about to do.
Oh my gosh! The Unversed Cast, the fan fiction by
It's Unversed
SockBeatz.
Cast.
I don't even know what I was thinking. I just want this to be read on Uncle Mike's fanfic corner.
Well, it won't, but it will be read on Pick-a-Fic, the fanfiction podcast. So, for those who don't know, the Unversed Cast and their segment Uncle Mike's Fanfic Corner is it the entire reason we're doing this?
It's like
It's basically the entire
over
reason.
50% of the inspiration is Uncle Mike's fanfic corner, and then like 30% is internet historian when he would just randomly read
Alright.
fan fictions. The last 20%, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still discovering that. But yeah, wow. This is gonna be. There's probably gonna be even references that we're not gonna know.
See, this was the only Unversed Cast fanfiction on the website. That's why I was like certain you would bring it up before I could. And I was gonna bring it up sooner, but I decided to start a 3-part series.
Yeah.
So that didn't really work out. And I was like, this one's gonna be the one who's gonna bring it up. And then you don't. You kept not doing it. I'm just like, what is happening? All right, so I think so. This is 2017.
Yep.
So this is the full 4-man podcast.
Yeah. With he who will not be named.
Except he will because he's in this.
February. Whoa. Excuse me. February 15th, 2017. What the fuck?
You're
What's going on?
gurgling.
I'm gurgling
You're
over here.
groaning. You need some Red Robin in you.
I do. Actually, we should go to Red Robin after.
Don't you have work after this?
I
Oh, wait.
do.
Give me the charger. I forgot. I'm going to
Oh
die
yeah.
soon.
Fortnite jug sound effects.
Jug. What?
Yeah.
Chug jug.
Chug jug.
What were you saying?
Slug jug or something like that. So this is 2017. This was I think the podcast was a year old at this point. I think their first episode was in 2016 or 2015. I believe it was more. I think the pilot was in 2015. I think their first episode was in 2016. So this is not that. It's an old one, but it's not. But it was actually like released like pretty early in the Unversed Cast lore. So this is looking good.
All right. Since we know at least 4 of the characters that are in this, we can pre-assign voice acting roles. I can be Ryan and Haydox.
All right.
So you can be. Do you want? You can be the other two.
Yeah, I'll be EXO and Can I have to be King K?
Well, I can't be all the deep voiced people.
Okay,
Do you want me to be King K and Haydox?
No, I'll be King K.
They'll sound the same because I have one deep voice.
Yeah. All right. Ready when you are.
It was a blissful day down in Lazy Town.
Okay.
I'm already confused. Flowers were blooming, birds were singing, kids were playing, indulging in delicious sandwiches. All was swell. Until it happened. On this day... What? Oh my god.
What?
Am I... On this day... Yeah, on this day came waddling in a fellow popularly known as Haydox. Yes, waddling. Why was it so hard to read? That sentence.
I know how I feel.
For Haydox had grown to the point in his life where his inner penguin genetics were being unleashed. A stressful time for a young man such as himself. People stopped, even stared, and to them, he had only one thing to ask. Excuse me, have you ever played Club Penguin? That was really bad.
It was.
Citizens were flabbergasted, disturbed even. Though through all this icy commotion came Mayor Milford Meanswell, Mayor of Lazy Town. Is he actually the Mayor of Lazy Town?
I haven't watched Lazy Town since I was
you have a computer?
2 years old.
Go on the Lazy Town wiki.
Well, it won't let me copy it. So, wait, Lazy Town Mayor Melford means.
So he's actually.
He's this guy.
They're just straight up in Lazy Town.
Yeah. Oh, dude, his voice actor's a Chad. Holy crap! He's like, dude, whoa.
So I have to look this up too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know it. We have not watched Lazy Town since we were itty bitty little.
Oh yeah,
children.
this guy.
Yeah, that dude.
Species human. Is there an alternative? Are there non-humans in Lazy Town? What about the real people? Are the real people different species? Species human in series, elf in the plays, and Icelandic dub.
Interesting. All right.
So that's for Sporticus, the blue guy. The real man. Relatives, unnamed father. Wikis are amazing. Where was I? Who's the mayor? Who wants to be the mayor of Lazy?
My!
He exclaimed.
What is that you are asking about, sir?
Haydox looked defeated, hopeless even. It was coming true. Club Penguin was truly on its last legs. The awareness, the commercials, the pleas for people to not play the game without their parents' permission. It was coming to an end. Oh, it's just a web browser game where you get to personalize your penguin. Haydox sighed and looked towards the sky. I traveled all this way, all this time, thinking that somewhere in the world, the Club Penguin spirit was still alive. Just then, a particular voice boomed from the distance. It was none other than King K, also known as Dan.
Haydox.
You sounded sick. He seemed out of breath. The mayor ran back inside, fearing what may come.
Hey, man.
Is this the...
Wait.
Who is saying
I think this is King K. Hey, you just need to let it go, man. It's over. There are plenty of online games out there. Please, just come back.
Never, Haydox decreed. You think I have the motivation to continue rambling on Unversed Cast? There are more important things in life, Dan. If I don't pursue this, no one will. If I don't save Club Penguin, then a part of me will die with it. King K let out a well-sounding sigh.
I didn't think my voice would be enough to bring you back, which is why I brought...
Quickly from the bushes emerged Ryan, formerly known as The Ryan Sucks at Video Games. Haydox, come back! He was nearly bawling. It isn't the same without you. There's no sarcastic jokes, no reminders of NX rumors. It feels like those times you'd go away for dinner time, except you never came back. Ryan proceeded to cry a bit on King K's shoulder. Please come back. I miss you more than I miss Golden Sun. What have we gotten into? Haydox's eyes widened. He looked at his feathery arms, then back at Ryan. Just as he opened his mouth and took a step forward, he felt a presence dash from behind him. It was Alec Alger, the side quest gamer. Haydox turned around quickly in shock as Alec menacingly marched towards the Unversed Cast trio. I think in the spirit of the Unversed Cast, we do not voice Alec because he wouldn't be on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Except we kind of have to because there's audio listeners.
Haydox, what are you surely leaving the Unversed Cast? Why didn't you tell me sooner? I've been my prerogative from the from day one to be part of the Unversed Cast.
I always thought it was prerogative, not prerogative.
I've never heard that word, so I wouldn't know.
Alex said, having a dashing look in his eye.
The show can't go on without a fourth member, and it's too late to call the whole cast off. This is my time, my shot. And the best part is that you can finally pursue your own goals separately.
Haydox glanced at his former crew, then back at Alec, who was raising his eyebrows in suspense. I'm not sure. Maybe I should go back, Haydox pondered, but I also need to rally up enough people to protest. I need to save Club Penguin. Feeling overwhelmed, Haydox flapped his arms and called out. He shouted and jumped, trying to get the attention of someone who could help him make the right choice, but no one came.
Well, Haydox, here, I have an idea.
Alec looked towards Haydox and held out his arm.
I brought a friend here with me today to encourage you to follow your dream. One who is also helping me pursue mine.
Like magic, Eric Xander strutted in from behind Alec, lowering his shades to look at Haydox.
I don't know an Eric Xander.
That's Exo's brother, right?
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, dude, it's been so long. I forgot what these voices sound like.
Give it your best shot.
All right. Haydox, a buddy pal of mine. I've come here today to lend you some of my charm, some of my skill. Know what I mean?
Eric smiled. No, I don't.
See, that's a good Haydox voice.
What could you do that could help me get Club Penguin back on the map? Haydox asked, determined to find the answer.
Listen, I got a lot of subscribers, a lot of people who I could easily inform you about a conundrum here, a lot of people who could join your cause. You'll be happy. Alec will earn his rightful role in the cast, and I'll get me some more friends. Deal?
Haydox thought for a bit, looking to Ryan and King K for validation. Despite their protest, Haydox shook Eric's hand anyway. It's a deal. I need all the help I can get, no matter what it takes. This is my culture. Eric took his sacred hand back and laughed and laughed and laughed. Suddenly, as if by complete witchcraft, a blinding light flashed from Eric's mangina. Yes, his mangina that formed upon him, hitting his peak annoyance levels against his brother, Exoparadigm Gamer.
Haydox, you big dummy head. No one plays that shit anymore. I just need the touch of your flipper to complete Alec's master plan.
Eric obnoxiously cackled.
Alec? Plan? What are you talking about?
King K spoke, trying to shield his eyes. Alec raised his arms in a masterful fashion.
My plan to take my rightful place as king of the Unversed Cast. Haydock shall enter the realm of Eric's Mangina, a realm of never-ending side quests. Then Exo, Ryan, and King K will have no choice but to do as I say, in hopes that Haydock will one day return.
Eric laughed once again.
And I'll have gained Haydock's account information while he's away, giving me endless publicity. With his wit, editing skills, and critical thinking, I'll be able to trump anyone in my way, even the game grumps.
Ryan wiped his tears away and charged after Eric, taking King K with him, only for the trio to be transported to Eric's vicious regions unknown. But that's what would have happened if they weren't saved by a mysterious, beautiful white stallion who counteracted the weird magic of Eric's mangina. Indeed, the stallion looked sternly at Eric, who could only pull up his now sagging pants. Alec was nowhere to be found after the light faded. Haydex got up and looked at he majestic horse, then put his left flipper on its mane. Thank you. I'm not sure what just happened, but thank you. He smiled. King K rubbed his chin, deep in thought.
Wait, who was Dan again?
King K.
Oh, where might your master be?
Dan asked politely. Being a stallion, the answer could not be spoken, but rather the creature used its neck to hoist Ryan up onto its back. Ryan gleefully patted it, and the group set out into the sunset. But it was time, once and for all, to stop the bitter rivalry with the side quest gamer. Alec has made his way to one of the 4 headquarters of the Unversed Cast. He snuck into Exo's dorm room, ready to get his hands dirty. He was surprised to see that Exo was not even home, but his computer was. He sneakily tried every password he could think of, for hours. His plan with Eric may have failed, but if he had the information, he'd have the power. Unfortunately, it was too late. Somehow, the white stallion stampeded through the college campus, aware of Alec's location. Ryan hopped off, and together, the 3 members of the Unversed Cast ran in and cornered Alec.
Give it up, Alec.
Go ahead.
What? I said give it up, Alec.
Oh, King K exclaimed. I'm just so you go on.
I can't give this up.
Alex sighed.
This is my dream. Over 100 reviews on my channel, constant Twitter shit posting, and what do I get? Only simple mentions. I just want to be one of the boys, right? Is that hard to ask?
Haydox and the others paused. Maybe they could afford to have him every now and then, as long as he didn't bug them with too much obscure NES trivia. Abruptly, the stallion could be heard galloping down the hall of the dormitory, and soon slid into Exo's chamber. Alec, for fuck's sake, stuff like this is why you're not on the Unversed Cast. Could it be? The stallion! It was Exo Paradigm Gamer all along! Ryan dramatically held his arms to his forehead and dropped to the nearby beanbag chair in shock. King K scratched his head.
What on earth happened to you, Mikey?
They should call him Mikey. That's amazing. Exo turned his head to Dan and grumbled. This is what happens when you spend too much time putting up with the bullshit. Well, King Eric. I had to take over editing duties of Zebro's play again, and somehow the Haydox began to laugh along with Alec, wanting to hear more about Exo's story. The 5 began to have a chat, first detailing Michael's temporary transformation, then discussing a certain side quest Alec was reminded of as a result. Soon learning about Ryan's love for horses and video games, even eventually getting onto one of those dang old Sonic rants. Haydox felt at home as the crew talked for hours, and Alec realized that maybe being a tyrannical overlord wasn't the way to get noticed after all. Exo realized that the group had been under recording the entire time, so to upload the podcast for the lulz. Everything and everyone was happy in the end. Later that night, in some far reaches of the world, a young man rested his finger at his computer desk. tired from writing an elongated joke of a fanfiction, he went downstairs and grabbed some Mountain Dew Voltage. Coming back up, he saw that a new episode of the Unversed Cast was awaiting him. He let out a sigh in both relief and contempt, realizing that he spent hours aplenty thinking up a ridiculous story based on 4, 5, possibly even 6 dudes who enjoy themselves some video games. Now that, my friends, is worth a swig of Voltage. Ready to have 2 more hours of his life fly by, he sat down, grabbed some popcorn, and threw off his black hoodie.
Yeah, I toast to that. I toast to that. What's your name? SockBeatz.
The only fanfiction this author has ever written, whose description is Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha, Maya ha ha. Remember that one?
Yes, I do. Wow.
And there you go.
Man.
The, as far as I know, only Unversed Cast fanfiction.
That was such a fun one. I really enjoyed that one. That was man, trip back memory lane listening to those old Unversed Cast episodes that you can't technically officially watch or listen to anymore due to a certain someone that will not be named. Yeah, unless you're on Spotify, at least we have those ones. But yeah, wow. I honestly didn't even think to look this up because I didn't even think that anyone would upload a fanfiction. Really?
That was like one of the first things I thought of is like those. Eventually, I got to look for Unversed Cast fanfictions, and I finally did, and I found this one. Wasn't there an episode where they were talking about how someone wrote a fanfiction about them?
I think so, and maybe this is it. Wow.
Right, that's why I was certain you would find it, because I thought you would remember that.
No, we do not remember.
Stop yawning.
I know, I am tired. It's morning. It's early.
It's 11. It's barely morning.
I usually, they wake me up early for this.
No, I didn't. You told me the time, and I said I'm ready, and then you're just like, okay.
Yeah. Maybe we can send this to the Unversed Cast, and maybe they'll give us a shout out, and maybe we'll get views
in exactly 1 year when they make their next video.
Exactly.
The game of the year 2025.
Can't wait.
In 2026.
My favorite podcast ever to upload.
What about the one not to upload? What's your favorite podcast not to upload?
Cinemassacre.
Okay,
Cinemassacre podcast.
That's a good one. All right. We have been Pick-a-Fic. Go like, go comment, go subscribe. So we might be on Apple Podcasts by now.
Hopefully.
If they let us. Yeah. See ya.
Goodbye.